Sup, it's Thrito, and welcome to another episode of the Hardcore Archives. Now we've been doing some stuff. Let me turn that off real quick. Yeah. So we've got some stuff done here a little bit off camera that we're gonna be working on throughout this episode. I've decided we're gonna have our harbor and cemetery that you're gonna go through when you first would dock be right here. So I created this little retaining wall. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with it. Out of this wall here, or there's a wall there. And it goes all the way up. Because I took the terrain that I had generated, or painted, whatever you want to call it, and I kind of smoothed it out, and I brought it all the way up to the wall there. Now what it does give is a stupidly janky line here that I need to use for the back of a building or buildings. And I'm not super thrilled to work with that, but it is what it is. It's kind of how it just ended up coming out. And then I did this small little build here to kind of show what kind of building style and color palette and materials we're planning on using. Epic. Yeah, it needs fully detailed, but that's what we're looking at. And I got loads of materials ready. Boom. Boom, boom. I traveled for like 30. Shoot. I traveled out like 30,000 blocks or something to find this damn pale oak forest because I just couldn't find one. I got lots of spruce, still some dirt, and then that's about it. And deep slate. I mined out some deep slate. Now, if you noticed, and there's calcite in there too that I mined out. I hate mining calcite, but it's my favorite block in the game, so I have to use it. Now, if you look at what I just said that I got, and the color palette of this house, yeah, it's pretty good. That's kind of what we're going to be looking at for most of the buildings. Main wall of pale oak with texture with calcite, with spruce as our like frame material. The brick walls here just to kind of give it a little more depth. And when we do the windows in this house, they will be spruce as well. Now for the big reveal that I almost spoiled. And now you can see here for the grand reveal, I almost spoiled it earlier with the schematic. Look at this sick build that I made. I'm not sure what that is, but look at this sick build that I made. This thing looks pretty dope. This is one of the best houses I've done. Now this one is a rather big build. It's gonna go in the rich part of town. Most of the houses are gonna be kind of small, and shapes are gonna vary. Just because they have to, right? In order for it to look natural, I want to make the town look lived in. So we're gonna have some big houses that maybe officials for the town would live in, whatever. And then the peasant houses, the small homeowners, losers. They can't afford a big house like this. So it'd be at least $500,000 on today's housing market. But yeah, I'm actually really proud of how this one turned out. Okay. So we're back in the hardcore world, and so yeah, I put it down because I thought I'd show you in this world, but honestly, you'd get a better idea from how it looked from just looking at it in my build world. So we turn you off. Here's what I'm thinking, right? Over here, I'm thinking of making a small forest of pale oaks. Over here is going to be a tavern. There'll be a small... So I'm going to make a few more like sunken ships like this. and turn one of them into a tavern. That could look kind of cool. Over here in this corner is the rich area where all the big houses will go. And then the rest of it will be small houses like that. And then I'm thinking along this line here, making like government buildings or, something to that sort, like a town hall. The only downside is I don't know how to build a town hall. And it'd be, if I turned this into just one building, it'd be a very large building compared to the rest of the buildings here. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do. But that's the plan so far. Okay, so now the question is, what do we do our graves out of? I'm thinking coarse dirt. With deep slate, maybe. So let's see what we can do here. So I don't want these to be even per se. Coarse dirt, and then like that does not look like a cross. Okay. So if I did that, and then I don't have any was it deep slate slabs? I should have deep slate slabs somewhere. I think I just put some in. No, I did not. Okay. How will deep slate? Slabs. Okay. So, what if we did something kind of like that? Or instead of walls, something like that. That's pretty thick, but let's see here. How does this look? Honestly, they might be too close together for me to do. Like crosses on top of each of them. So we could probably just do something like that. This on. Does that maybe look like a headstone? Or maybe just too tall, or I'm not really sure. Because I had looked up some, and a lot of them just did, what's it called? Like stone in like, just straight up like only stone, like 2 tall stone blocks, and I wanted it to maybe look a little different than that. And then like do this sort of a thing, like in between and like around the graves. So it's something like that. So it looks like it's worn down around the graves. And maybe Yeah, I think this kinda works. If you have any ideas, let me know. Um, cause like if we had this like filled up, you could probably, like I said, infer that it's supposed to be a cemetery. But I'm having a hard time really making it just like shout cemetery. So I have a couple crosses in there. Let me grab my other elytra. Should be. Oh, my other elytra might be back at base. I thought I had another. Oh, there you are. That was pretty cool, right? Yeah, I know. I'm kind of cool like that. Sleep. Yeah, I'm thinking that that could work. I mean, I'm doubting it a little bit right now, but I'm hoping that that doesn't last too long. I do need more coarse dirt. What are you, Silk Touch? Okay, there should be stony or some gravel over here that I can. That's not looking too terrible, I don't think. So, like, you can walk through by the harbor, and there's the cemetery. And then you would exit, and that's that. Of course, we need to have a couple up here. I mean, I don't know exactly why they're up here per se, but I mean, really, does anybody's grave need a reason to be there? No. It's not there for any specific reason other than respect. And because these ones are on top of the hill, they have the most respect, right? That's probably insensitive to say. Oh well, it's true. They're special. Just come through and their graves kind of everywhere. Not bad. I mean, is it incredible? No, not entirely, but you know, you can tell that that's a cemetery, I think. Two, three. Yeah, that's totally a cemetery. That's completely a cemetery. Yeah. Just keep up with the pathing, even in the areas that don't have graves. Yeah. I'm not sure. We might do some here on this bottom level down here. But I don't know if we have to. And so then maybe this house belongs to the groundskeeper for the cemetery. You know what I mean? Maybe we make a bit of a nice path for him. Yeah. That's a path. There's definitely a path. And then I'm thinking maybe right here we maybe put some containers and stuff from ships, or maybe stuff unloaded off of said ship. So maybe we put a little shed right here. I feel like the groundskeeping tools are in like the shed that the groundkeeper uses. Yeah, this is coming together a little bit. I mean, it's not incredible yet, but you can totally tell that that's a cemetery, dudes. Okay, look at that. That looks nice in that corner right there. You know what I mean? Like just like flying up to it. It just looks kind of like, I don't know, like there's something going on. You know what I mean? All right, one final look at what we've got here for this episode. I think what we got turned out pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. So, with that, we're going to end off this one here. Thank you guys all so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.